We've all seen people cycling or on a motorbike or walking or running that might be wearing a high-vis vest but then cover it up with a big dark rucksack, or worse, try and stretch the high-vis vest over themselves and the bag. In either case, the high-vis vest ends up being pretty useless. The Flashback from MotionFox is a simple, single-garment 360-degree visibility solution that solves this problem. It's aimed at cyclists, motorcyclists, walkers, runners, joggers, hikers, anyone who's out and about in the outdoors. The Flashback expands via a set of simple fasteners on either side, meaning you can control the amount of expansion. This means it works for a wide variety of bag sizes and styles. There's a rear elastic hem, which prevents the vest flapping in the wind. There's hooks on the back to hang a rear light from for added visibility in the dark. There's plenty of retro-reflective material, so you'll stay nice and bright when you're out at night. I studied computer science in college and actually went on to do a PhD, and that was sponsored by an Irish technology startup at the time. But the more I got into my PhD, the more I was interested in the challenges of actually growing and starting a business. And the more interested I became in entrepreneurship, innovation, and actually being in charge of your own destiny. So when I eventually left college with the PhD, I worked in academia for a small while, but increasingly I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to start my own company, and academic funding at the time wasn't too forthcoming. The jobs market was a bit stale, so it was actually quite empowering to do my own thing, to actually start something myself. It just so happened that I'm a cyclist, or have used a bicycle to get everywhere for almost my whole life. And I was cycling while doing my PhD from Castleknock to UCD in Dublin, which is across the city, and it's about a 30-kilometre round trip. And it was during one of those cycles that I came up with the idea for an expandable high-vis vest, which this would eventually become MotionFox's first product. So at the time I thought about it, I thought, this is great, I'll just go home and look it up on the internet and buy one. And I did some Google searching and couldn't find it. I said it to Steve Benton, whom I would eventually start MotionFox with, and he had a look and he couldn't find it. And it was at this stage that we thought maybe there's actually a market for a product like this. So my fiance brought up a sewing machine from Leitrim, and we hacked together the first few prototypes and sent them off to China to try and build a relationship with a manufacturing partner there. And they sent it back. We went through a few iterations, and eventually in November 2011 we launched the Flashback.